Solwata Blo Iumi radio show is back. Let's straight talk and share stories about our fisheries and how to keep fisheries blo solo.
Hello and welcome. Come back lo program Solwata Blo Iumi, where every second week lo month imi sit down for story about fisheries management, where hemi go ahead this time inside lo country and out lo Ministry of Fisheries, where the other partners blo hem now. You go ahead for Karamat, this will walk around in Solomon Islands. For sit down with me on the program, me Dorothy Wickham. Now recently, okata World Fish, one fala organization where okata tu wakalo this fala sector of fisheries, okata organize him or make him one fala CBRM Community Scaling and Networking Forum workshop where okata holem lo Nusa Tupe long Gizo long Western Province lo July. Now this one yeah, hemi for hip him together okata people were work together lo side lo manage him or the fisheries blo Iumi lo the communities blo Iumi for come sit down, share him story blo kata, and also for take him come to or people where or the fund him or same SPC or the send him come representative blo kata, and also or the people where manage him na this for a regional project where hemi LMMA for attend him. This for a workshop yeah hemi for get them everyone together for story about him experience blo kata, how na understanding blo kata lo scaling. Now, one SPC and LMMA hemi try for doing this time, and Ministry of Fisheries now hemi try for make him for imi look lo one for a way where by hemi sabe take him story blo fisheries management hemi go lo every single village where hemi stay lo side sea for ota look lo hem and ota understand him, and by ota like practice him na this will practice for imi manage him, how imi harvest him or ota resources blo imi lo Solwata. Now, because at the moment, yeah, Ota say this time, everything, yeah, imi use him, osem him little bit expensive, little bit for travel around every village, for try get him everyone around him country, for look him, how na for doing this waka, for understand him and for like join him, this fella movement for manage him, okata marine resources play me. So, okata start for look lo scaling na, yeah, where him minim, imi increase him. How for imi kasim people, but same time imi try for look how him by cost for make him cheap, and him must also stop even after funding him finish. O same ota bin talem start project ya time him go ahead ya time okata funding him stay no maya, but go time imi finish him maka blame lo sad funding project ya him die now because selling him finish. Now this one now ota try for look how now for imi do him this one for improve him how na imi kasim every village where stay side Silo Solomon, and same time imi make him ota do him seleva make him no need him selling blow anyone for make him ota for manage him marine resources blo ata. Me see a story with him 2-3 participants from Malaita, from Isabel and from Western Province where ota take part lo this fala forum ya, where ota share him little bit experience blo ata and think blo ata about him this fala topic ya. Piti lo Isabel na him share him experience lo community blo where him say times okata first sit down for talk about him manage him okata areas blo ata. Several people no convinced, but with him hard worker and strong mind blo ata chiefs and leaders blo ata where encourage him what for go ahead. Okata manage for convince him okata, and then that's why now okata go kasim stage okata kasim this time lo manage him okata marine resources blo ata or reefs blo ata, even though ota continue for facing challenge.
2-3 him ota still no like him. 2-3 no like him. So go chief with him or somane ota go ahead to waka with him fala encourage him fala oh tell him fala that oh this fala program by osem by having fala future by how for manage him ota reef blo Iumi kind of same na this fala group go mi fa overcome na some fala we no rem interest for totan like him na this fala program CBRM
and ota lo Malaita, but got him same story too ya, especially okata lo Koyo and okata long are.
Me for start here 7 for communities now. Me for gather together for story about before me for come for putting this in law here.
Like since you follow make him this follow site or same ya, you follow look him kakalo see him come just na this time.
This time him start for come by. Me for put first test. Me for try, but him I'm not clear good look people, so some for people what are still no follow one him na me for putu. Then me for a little bit break out for 6 months only. Then after me for come back again for sit down more discussing what now problem where I'm causing some for where what no follow me. Me for find him out that interest for some fella and some fella got a problem. That is why problem side lo selena. That's why some fella what break him. Yeah. So me for find him out. Then me for got me for to get a more. Then me for start again. So until today.
While Imi talk about him fisheries management and conservation o semia, one fella something where ota lo gato kai lo piava community lo marovo ota experience him nice time ota revive him this kind manage him ota fishing areas yeah him also ota revive him come back ota traditional practice blota tu yellow how ota manage him ota fish and ota fish stock blota and reefs blota. This one Remy where him waka and WCS now him story come and him base long piava long marovo.
But then, lo di sala resource management idea ya, osem lo di sala part ya, where okita sometimes before ya, lo before. Time mo ta sa to stop mo ta sa place then okay time mo sem na ba mi go harvest osem ya. Osem mi fala revive him back no ma lo di sala program ya. So osem mi look him that him something osem mi fala go back lo time where ota old man lo mi fala where ota bin sa stop ya. One fala part mi fala revive him through this program.
By next, me story with him Caroline, where hemi now hemi boss belong otalo LMMA, no, where hemi one for la grassroots network or try for develop him inside the Pacific, where ot encourage him or people for manage him own natural resource blogata and ota do him lo own way blogata and with him own resources blogata or some people blogata. Now Caroline hemi story a little bit about him. What him now hemi look him no this for forum because him attend him too and what now think blow him. But him what na future blow this fellow walk away or to go ahead for dream with the Ministry of Fisheries and okata partners play him no side of fisheries.
Yeah, I think I'm really happy because the LMMA network had it's not like an idea but thought about scaling back in maybe 2015 and 16 and really pushed to scale CBFM, that we get away from site base or just working with very few communities. And I think when we started this specific EU Marine Partnership Program back in 2019, it was still very new and it was sometimes not so easy to get partners buying, that scaling CBFM. And now we're in 2023, and at this workshop, I see the partner we're working with, World Fish, but I see also other partners, WWF, WCS, and they all now are convinced that we all need to work with more communities. So I'm really happy that, scaling is now, in the mind of most of the people working on QT-based fisheries management. So I think that's a success. So we're really happy about it. And what I see for Solomons is, I think there's a real need to organize a network of communities practicing CBFM. And for us, the future, and because we still have funding, would be to try to see how a network could work in the Solomon Islands. So I think that's something we'll be asking the partners to work on. And so maybe, sometime next year, we can have some people working on, on working to see how this can be organized for Solomon Islands, knowing that, there's a lot of provinces, that you can't just bring communities from all provinces together on a very regular basis because it's expensive. So do we need to organize those networks at just provincial level, get, the look and learn at this level, and maybe every, I don't know how many years, then maybe they can meet. But we have two things of way to being practical, because what's important with scaling is the cost effectiveness. We can't design models that just live for the duration of a project. We need to find ways that are cost effective. We need ways for communities to exchange, to share, but in a very cost effective way. So for us, sometimes we're a bit annoying with partners, because for us that's one of the key criteria. It has to be cost effective so it can be sustained. So communities don't have to rely always on like external funding, that they can still get the exchange and the information and the ideas going, without needing a lot of money to do it, because otherwise then you're going to do it for a while, but then it's just going to die because there's not enough funding. So that's why we want for Solomon Islands to try to have a model that can be sustained, where communities, can share their ideas, can get inspired by each other. That's the key thing.
Then maflaman hem para representing body where hemi look after every waka yellow side lo Pacific now hemi watisoni where hemi come from South Pacific Commission or SPC, and him too have come attend him this program no Gizo, and him share him ting blow him and what na or some SPC him like for look him, and hemi talk a little bit about him why SPC hemi happy for come lo Solomon and take part lo this fella forum ya for hear him ting blood people where wakana lo grassroots level, especially inside lot communities where hot go ahead for try do him this fella marine resource management, where Caroline him also talk about him.
Thank you, Dorothy. Yeah, being part of this workshop, this forum, it is a very good forum to come and hear directly from the local communities, and also the national fisheries and provincial fisheries that are working with communities on community-based resource management in Solomon Islands. And not only that, it's a forum also where partners are included like Wolfish, WWF, WCS, and also we have LMMA that are also part of this forum, who these partners are one that are doing a very fantastic work and job in working directly with the local communities to support them on their community-based resource management program. For me, coming from the regional level, this is something that we want to see, we want to hear directly from the grassroots, from the people that are implementing the project, so that we can appropriately advise leaders, ministers at regional level on what is the real need on the ground. Not only to inform them on what is the real need on the ground, but also to inform them the fantastic work that has been happening and the need to support more of this grassroots project, especially community-based resource management, where communities taking the lead role in managing their resources, and looking at it from the perspective where communities are scattered, where communities are isolated. The work cannot be done alone by national government. The work cannot be done alone by partners. So we need communities to take the lead on that. So coming down to hear from the communities on the work that they're doing, the challenges that they are facing, the opportunities that they see that can support them, the needs that are out there. It's really a good workshop, because we are able to see what is happening down there. So to me, I would support to have more of this kind of workshop, but also I'm looking forward to see where from here. Now the communities are being empowered through the forum, what scaling up of community-based fisheries management, how they can continue to implement their work in a cost-effective manner, how can they continue to liaise with their provincial fisheries officers, how can they continue to liaise with their partners, how they can continue to raise their concerns or continue to share the work that they're doing, not only with government, but also with other communities that hasn't been reached. That's the interesting part that we now would like to see where to from here. But I am confident that from what I'm hearing from the communities, from what I'm hearing from the partners that are working at the ground level, they are looking forward, they are determined, they have the stamina to continue to move forward. Despite the minimum resources that they have, they still want to manage their resources. So that's a good thing. To me, it's a bonus of coming here to see that communities are still moving forward in managing their coastal resources, and they would love to continue to manage their coastal resources.
And hem number 2, imi garem time for lo this program Solwata Blo Iumi. Imi talk tagyo tumas lo kota sponsors blo this program, and also Ministry of Fisheries for partnership blo hem, and also mi herem hem now program mi fala feature him now this CBRM scaling and network forum where tholem lo Gizo.
Solwata Blo Iumi radio show is back. Let's straight talk and share stories about our fisheries and how to keep fisheries blosolo. Join us every second Sunday of the month at 6:45 p.m. as we work through issues and share the right information about how to keep fisheries blosolo. Got a question or story to share? Call or message 7535219 and follow us on Facebook. Tune in to SIBC every second Sunday of the month, 6:45 p.m. Let's keep fisheries blosolo.